We are live. It is Wednesday night. AoK Championship Wrestling. I am your host, the Ace of Knaves. And we got it. 9 of them tonight. And we're kicking it off with KX and Chris Chaos. We're going to jump right into it. Big 9, Chris Chaos, KX. One-on-one action. RWP versus Jack Reason in an Extreme Rules match. Zach the Ripper to take. Maston Harmon returns to take on Kenny Dale. The Cruise Missile, Johnny Cruz to take on the Big Dog, about the halfway point through the evening. A 5-woman gauntlet match featuring Lilith, Piper Ramirez, Amaya, Casey Gwen, and Metal Melissa. James Coleman will face off against Alexander K in a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Zoe Yuri to face off against Wildcat. And our main event, the Blackwells to face the new Faces of Fear in a tables, ladders, and chairs match for the World Tag Team titles. Let's head to ringside for Chaos in KX.
The following contest is scheduled for one.
Creepy Chris, first one out. Where we at? Corner Studies. Ace is the place for the Hellish Hardcore Championship. That's what I'm talking. I got you. Welcome in, friend. You know the drill. Grab a seat. Grab your favorite. Look at this. KX with a curb stomp on Chris. This is gonna be a tough match to call. KX with a curb stomp on Chris Chaos. And this is set. Cut me off of my own introductions. And KX taking it to Chris Chaos, and Chaos hasn't put up any kind of offense yet. And I'm not sure he's going to be able to. Kick to the ting-ting, that'll change everybody's tone. Not enough. Damn. Coming down off the ramp away from the stage, finally closer to ringside, but I don't know if there's going to be much of a matchup in this at all. Are he going to do it? Referee says let's get it on. They're going to call it a match. They're gonna call it a match, but Chaos still he's still in his entrance gear. I'll cut away here for a moment, just because. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Pardon me, just a moment, kids. I might do it. KX getting away with this one. Yeah, again, all those, I appreciate that, man. That was, not gonna lie, the inspiration for the ring, at least the ropes, sits about 2 feet behind me. In the old school Sling 'em Fling 'em LJN wrestling ring. I'm like, you know what? Then I did, of course, our good friend Ken Bouchard helped me out with those all of the AoK logos. All of the AoK logos have been compliments of Ken Bouchard. And if you want to flaunt those, man, listen, for realsies. If you want to flaunt your AoK Championship Wrestling attire, we got a shop. There's a shop. T-shirts, hoodies, hats. I want to say coffee mugs. All with the AoK Championship Wrestling. They should be updated. I mean, they're not at the moment. I will get them updated in the near future. Oh, it's not as low-key as you think. It's not as low-key as you think, bro. And welcome in, Alfie. It is not as low-key as you think. Or as you claim. I don't know if you really think that. I don't think you think it's low-key at all. I think you're just trying to be subtle. And you suck at it. But yeah, that's matter of fact, he got himself a match. His match is up next, Alfie. He'll be facing off against Ryan W. Potter, RWP, the highest one in the room, arguably. Yeah, I was actually going down through, because again, I'm lazy and still haven't taken it from fucking paper and ink to digital. Let me back up through here. He lost one match. I think it was 3-0. I think the one match was not a match against Bud, though Bud was involved. Let's go back here real quick. I'm going to jump back just a few matches. Would he start his bullshit with, he took out Bud Marvelous in their first match, and we're about to see a punt to Chris Chaos. Jack Reason. 2-0. And that's the night the punt does it.
Here is your winner, Unforgiven.
But I think that was just the Bud and Logan bullshit. Yeah, there was the loss to Logan, which BTW makes him one loss in general to anybody, period. Again, there's 3. And then whatever their last matchup. You're right, it was 4. I'm sorry. I thought it was 4. I thought it was I thought they only faced, I thought there was 4 matches, and one of those ones being the Logan Hawk. KX, I'm going to jump over to KX here. Another one on the roll that, say what you want about Jack Reason, he may have to face off against somebody. Well, you got him, you're writing them down. You do know your shit. You do know your shit. But do you know your shit? I'm either gonna get banned or lose all my followers tonight. I'm not sure which. It's not my fault, Alfie. It's the oyster crackers. We're best of friends, actually. Yes, Ace, we're best of friends. I do know my shit. Talk to him every morning.
The following contest is an extreme
RWP
match. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 256 pounds.
a spearhead from WCW to the MWA. RWP leading the way for that organization to join up with AoK. Bringing I Am Pooty 227 and yours truly, the Ace of Nays Entertainment. to start what will later become the Rust Belt territories, along with corner studies. The Marvelous Wrestling Alliance. Three of us putting together a cross-streaming contenderships, I guess. This is the word I'm looking for. Bringing together, you're still on the Yankees. Jack Reason making his way down. Can he make it, is he going to walk away here tonight? What will that put him? 5-1? I'll have to keep better track. I will eventually, I promise, put this stuff into digital form. 50 episodes in, 50 index cards to go with it. I should eventually. And the sad thing is, man, the absolute sad thing about this stack of index cards is there's an empty spreadsheet on my desktop. Right into it. Yeah, we didn't even do anything special for it. I thought about it and then said, fuck it. It's only 50. If we're not gonna, we might make 100 episodes before the launch of 2K25. We might. There's a good possibility of it. I haven't done all the math on it, but maybe not. It took us 10 months. No, I'm sorry. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I am. I mean, that's good because I am. But not by much. In the past, we've rolled right in. In the past, we've ended seasons with WrestleMania regardless. Like, there's usually about, like, maybe a 3-week layover between, I think it was maybe 3 weeks between 23 and 24. Which gave, like, anybody who pre-purchased time to run their bullshit, do what they needed to do. It gave me time to run my bullshit, do what I needed to do as far as building the new arenas, building, you know, the staple wrestlers of AoK. So I do that on 20, you know, I'll be doing that on 25 while we finish out probably season 5. Which if we carry over even further, you know, great. I got no problem with that either. But I would like to end on a WrestleMania, and ours is like a couple weeks away. We're going to do, what do we have, Elimination Chamber? And Jesus Christ, Jack Reason, for no apparent reason, mind you. Zack the Ripper redeeming the radio voice. Ya bastard. Ya bastard. Alright, cool. He don't even talk. This motherfucker came in here one time and was like, hey, yo, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. From here out, he just redeems radio voices. Alright, that's cool. I get it. Alright. The Ripper. So what do you want, man? I'll make you talk now. Uh-oh. We got, what do you want? You want the advertisement? You want an advertisement? You want... I will say that was not a radio voice. That was not the radio voice. That was something. that was something. I'm not sure if I would have called that a radio voice. Hang tight, RWP. Buzzsaw kick. And Reason stood the hell back up. He went the wrong way. He got kicked in the head and went the wrong way. All right, radio voice. What are we doing here? You want just the advertisement? You want the old school advertisement? Let me get it up here so I can read it. What is my advertisement? Is it this one? No, we'll come back to that one. We need the other one first. Pinfall attempt. Jack Reason looking for a cover. RWP kicking out back to his feet and going straight to work. With a cutter. Hold on, I'll hit that radio voice in just a moment. And Reason kicking out. I can't jump into it like that. I would have loved to have called that part of the match with it. But that's not what you're getting. Have you ever wanted... Let's send it over to Biff Bufferson. Thanks a lot, Ace. And hey, have you ever wanted to be a professional wrestler but realized that you're small, weak, and quite possibly out of shape? Then join us on the AoK roster by uploading your character to the community creations. Keep your attributes to 95 maximum. And use the hashtag AoK. Because remember, kids, when you're watching AoK Championship Wrestling, you're not watching great wrestling. We're just AoK. Back to you, Ace. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Why? I really like to know why I am the way I am. And we got another pinfall attempt. Reason hooks the leg and gets a 2. Barbed wire baseball bat to the back of the coconut. I hope that was worth the 900, man. I hope that was worth the 900 redemptions, my friend. Hello, Ken Bouchard. Oh, I'm not sure Pooty knows where he's at. I was going to say RWP didn't, but he put the brakes on. Coming up short there, Jack Reason went for the drop kick and finds himself in a side slam. RWP been busted open. I mean, when you get smacked in the face with a barbed wire baseball bat, that might do it. The Glasgow kiss, and Jack Reason out before the count of 3. Now Potter, no, changed his mind. Allowing Reason to get back in the ring. Locking up. Elbow to the gut. One more, gets himself free. Reason caught up by RWP. Swing and a miss. Double underhook, rolls him through. Pinfall attempt. Extreme Rules. And Reason with the 3, moving on.
Here is your winner.
Man.
Rude Boy Death.
Man, what a show. Jack Reason going up with another victory. Ripper dropping in just in time to watch him go one-on-one against the big weirdo Malice. Look at him. Just look at it. IKB, I believe, Ken Bouchard, I believe IKB might have the night off tonight. Now that I'm looking over the match card. Champ needed a break. We give him a break. I don't know. Give him a break. That's fine.
The following is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Limbo.
Zach the Ripper, number 1 contender
275 pounds.
for the Intercontinental Champions.
Reaper.
He will go on to face Malice here tonight, knowing full well that he's got Podwaho and that IC title in his near future. Malice, on the other hand, moving up through the rankings in the solo division.
And his opponent from the City of Angels, weighing in at 264 pounds.
Near the top of the World Heavyweight division. And a win over Zach the Ripper, a former heavyweight champion in his own right. He's just AoK. I gotta catch up with you guys in chat. I'm over here minding my own business. You guys over here talking your own talks. That's fine. I get it. You don't need me. I'm alright. There's like two. There's like two within there's like two Taco Bells within, I don't say walking distance. One is technically. Yeah, I have we got Taco Bell just down around the corner for the most part, and then I got one other side of town, out on what we consider the boulevard. Oh, dude, that would, yeah, man. But you got better stuff than that anyway. But then again, yo, the Ripper missing out with that boot and finds himself hung upside down. This would be a hell of a match as the Ripper goes high risk. Over the top rope and to the outside, Malice back in control. And we got ourselves a table. Extreme Rules sets it up against the ring, up against the side of the ring, but the Ripper pulling himself away here. 747 slam. And Malice continues the assault, trying to break the neck of the Ripper. Into the ring post, and Zach the Ripper, again, former world heavyweight champion, and a dominant one at that. Folds him up. Malice in control of this matchup. On the outside, Extreme Rules, not much for the referee to do, but wait for somebody to get back in the ring and go for a cover or a submission. Locks him up. A suplex driver on the outside. Malice manhandling the champ. I ain't going nowhere near them, man. I'm over here, man. I am in no shape to be in a wrestling ring. I have no right to be in a wrestling ring. Especially between Malice and Zach the Ripper. You just see what that man did to him, and Zach the Ripper is 3 times my size. I'm not doing that. You can get maybe, you can send IKB down there. You can do that. Go get him, kid. Where's Jack Reason? He's such a tough guy. Let him go down there and do it. Man, that boot to the back of the head. Ripper, shoulders slammed to the mat. It's a weird Weird position for that. And that may cover it. That may do it here. Only two. The Ripper pulls the shoulder, and the match continues. The whip. Malice. Too big to leapfrog. Big enough for a Luthez press. Jack Reason, 46 barbed wire shots. Should have been 50. Should have been 50. And Malice gets the 3.
Here is your winner, the Violator.
Malice could be looking for he could be looking for IKB in his near future. He may also have contend with KX. James Coleman is never far from the world title either. Elimination Chamber could start to get Elimination Chamber could start to get a little chaotic on who's going to end up inside those pods. Returning wrestler Maston Harmon to go one-on-one with Kenny Dale. Never too big to leapfrog, just too scared to jump. Oh, hell yeah. I'm terrified of heights. I'll never. Know your damn rule. Yeah, I mean, Coleman's been. He's been champ. He's been champ. Fodder, huh? Not gonna lie, Kenny Dale has not. I mean, he's got a win over Maston Harmon, which is why we're here tonight. This is a rematch. Maston Harmon wasn't real happy with being. Oh yeah, Kenny Dale has not been doing well at all, by any means. Matter of fact, this is their. I want to say this is their third match, and
Making his way to the ring from West Virginia, weighing in at 300.
Kenny Dale has won 2. I do believe. Who else did he wrestle? Because we're not going to count the Rumble, of course, with debuts and whatnot. He lost to Larry the Hippie. Anybody else? I think he lost to Larry the Hippie, and then Larry the Hippie. He's not released. He's not far away. He's just been a little slower on the comeback. This guy should team with Jay. About that, actually, IKB, actually. Can you re-upload him?
And his opponent from Manchester,
if you would like to see that tag team,
218 pounds,
I would need you to re-upload.
Kenny Arthur.
Yeah, you may have missed this. I had to rebuild all of AoK. And Jay Blackberry's was not available to be re-uploaded. Women's was fine. We were able to get the majority of the women's division back together. So Empress is cool. Oh, Dean Graves is absent. Yeah, Graves. Yeah, so if you get a chance, when you get a chance, man. I mean, I'll get them when I can. Get them back in circulation. Like I said, yeah, I said I wanted to, I wanted to slim down the roster to begin with, and was gonna, we were gonna clean the roster. We were gonna do some AoK spring cleaning. Not that I noticed. I mean, I have you listed as a favorite creator to make my life easier, and as far as I remember, that wasn't there. I'll double check after the episode, though. Yeah, I had a mishap with the last update, and we're back from scratch, baby. Oh yeah, I found out Monday night. I mean, everybody's in there. I actually just ran the hashtag, all three of our hashtags, for reasons, and it ran them pretty good. That was, at least all those hashtags were good. My favorites are usually pretty good. Harmon finally getting a little bit of a... Well, never mind. Spoke too soon. I thought Harmon might have been... Oh! Kenny Dale. 2-0. Stupid. S-T-O-O-P-I-D. Stupid. Nobody there, and Harmon. The witch doctor. He took that cutter well, though. STO. Nah. Harmon right back up. Harmon looking to get a victory out of this. Only two. Going a high risk and to the outside. No, changed his mind. Fighting back and taking the big man down, Kenny Dale. Not, like I said, I mean, I don't want to say he's not having a stellar career here, but like, he's not really losing. He lost to, he lost to Larry the Hippie. For that show. Well, he lost to KX, but so far, who the fuck hasn't? to be honest with you, he beat Maston Harmon 2 weeks ago, last week. And facing off in what I thought was going to be a 2 out of 3 series here. And we will give him that. He does sell it. But also, man, does he deliver. Back inside, Kenny Dale. Not much left in him. Only a 1 count, keeping it alive. But not much retaliation after the kick out. Samoan drop. And that may have been enough to take the life from Kenny. No. 2. And Maston sets him up one more time. And again, holy damn, Kenny Dale, I thought that was that. The sinking waters, as to be known, says the witch doctor. And Dale, on the way down from the top rope, Kenny Dale back up and fighting. A quick stunner and Dale going top rope. Makes the leap. I don't know how many rotations. No idea how many rotations, but I don't think he's done. He's not. Back up for the second time. And a 360 elbow drop. Center of the sternum, and that's it. 3 of them. The referee checking on the witch doctor. And Dale. Yeah. Keep him signed, coach. Man. Stay the fuck down. Johnny Cruz coming at us from Corner Studies CSW Wrestling. Another member of the Marvelous Wrestling Alliance. Over there in the chat. Corner Studies. Sending over some of America's great. Right back at you, Johnny Cruz. He punched his funny bone. He punched him right in the funny bone. Big Dog already in the ring. And Cruz sliding in. There we go. All right. Tonight we choose violence. That's fine. That's what we're here for. That is what we are here for. Tonight we are choosing violence. That was a hell of a battle, man. Like, that was... I did not expect that much out of both of them, to be honest with you. But hey, they wrestled each other. It was a third matchup, and unfortunately, Harmon coming up short in all 3 of those matches. And I believe that beat down at the end may have solidified the end of those. I don't believe we need to do a 3 for 5 out of that. 5 out of 7 matches. Big Dog with a 2 count. Johnny Cruz sliding into the ring before the bell. These two throwing punches. And Cruz has been he was looking good before the bell, but since the bell rang here, it's been all Big Dog. On time. How does he do that? How do you do that, dude? That's twice. That's 2 nights in a row. Now, granted, it was a lot slicker last night when he was still in the entrance mode. But how do you do this, man? You just hang out, you just lurk until it's your time to be out here, and then you talk, or do you really have? 2 nights in a row. Welcome in, man. Also, like, get out there. Go tell your boy he needs to straighten up. Because Big Dog's been smacking Cruz around here a little bit. And he might be setting him up for that torture rack GTS. Cruz barely gets the shoulder up. Man, I thought that was it. And he got this AoK arena in unison here. And a knee to the face to Big Dog, firing back tough. Cruz helps his opponent up, takes a shot to the gut, and a springboard kick to the chin. And the Big Dog. Knee to the face from the top rope. Is that enough to do it? And Johnny Cruz having a hard time of it here in AoK.
Here is your winner,
Big Dog picking up a victory there, and Johnny Cruz a little upset with himself here in front of us here. I mean, we'll see where that leads. Gauntlet match. I know he is. That's why I signed him. I seen what he could do. We signed him for a reason. And it's not to be getting his ass kicked by Big Dog. And who else has smacked this poor kid around? I mean, the Battle Royal, that's not... He held his own in the Battle Royal. He did hold his own in the Battle Royal. I mean, he didn't win it, but he put up a fight. But we also said last night, the man needs a break, man. Like, he come in here flying high. And then he just kept doing it. That's, you know, if he's going from Pittsburgh to Detroit to Cleveland to Pittsburgh to Detroit to Cleveland to Pittsburgh to Detroit to Cleveland to, you know what I mean? It's not a far trip, but come on, man. Like, yeah, first one to the arena.
The following contest is a
like,
eliminator match.
I'm a firm believer that every one of the wrestlers in the on the roster,
Two superstars will
we
start
either
in the
fall
ring
from grace
at regular
or
intervals,
do
and
this
the superstar
ridiculous,
enters the
like,
match. Eliminations can
up we
occur
go,
by
you know.
pinfall or submission. The match continues.
Five
until
women.
one superstar
Five
remains,
women in this
and that
matchup.
superstar will be declared
Two superstars in the ring. Every 30 seconds another one enters. Eliminations begin. Last woman standing is your winner. It is not best to be the first one out. Number one and number two is not the place to be.
New York.
Lilith pulling the shortest straw. What else we got tonight? We got James Coleman up next against Alexander K. Alexander K calling for that match. Falls count anywhere. After Coleman's treatment to Alexander K during last episode's world title matchup between Coleman and Ken Bouchard. We'll see more on that a little bit later. Zoe Yuri to take on the Wildcat. And as we said earlier, our main event, Josh and Nick Blackwell to take on Crom and Rex from the Faces of Fear in a tables, ladders, and chairs match for the World Tag Team titles. Absolutely, man. Let's jump that out there real quick. My boy's keeping me in check, reminding me that I got more than one job here. Corner jumping out, you guys make sure you're following each other in chat. If you're not following each other, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Shame on you. Good look at yourself in the mirror and question your upbringing. Question the way your parents treated you. Because you need to follow everybody that's in the chat right now. Because every person in that chat has helped everybody else in that chat. On my stream, on their streams. Even if they're not streaming, they're there supporting each other. Because that's what you guys do, and that's fucking AoK with me, man. Like, you guys got this on lock. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have been... You guys brought back something to me that I don't want to say I was getting run down, man, but like, it was getting hard, you know? It was getting hard. You guys kind of pushed everything back around, and we got each other, man, and I appreciate the fact. We talked about it a little bit last night, Pootie, and then he probably lurking somewhere. Pootie, you know, mentioned it. You know, Corner, you know, Justin, you mentioned it. That you know, the camaraderie that comes with all this. And I don't want to miss out on somebody, man. I want to thank Ken Bouchard, actually, man, because Ken dragged me out. In 2020, man, this is how this all really went crazy. We're trying to raise enough money to rent out Madison Square Garden for the AoK. I mean, I'm down for it. SummerSlam, baby. This is Saturday. Yeah, Ken Bouchard. Look, Ken Bouchard dragged me out in 2020. I'm going to say dragged me out because you weren't allowed to go anywhere in 2020. But he decided we was going to do a podcast. And we went... Look at this. I'll cut myself off again. Amaya running up the ramp to catch Casey Glenn before she can even get into the matchup. This is going to be a brutal five-way elimination gauntlet match. Yeah, Ken Bouchard put us together a podcast. Put me behind a microphone and a camera for the first time. And, yeah, and there was where it started, man. Like, a lot of this is Ken Bouchard's fault. A lot of this is Ken Bouchard's fault. That's what I'm going to say. And she made her way down without too much resistance until she got down here with Casey. Nah, but I do appreciate you, man. Ken is probably one of my, in real life, Ken is probably one of my best friends, guys. Like, he's probably, I don't even want to say probably, like, Ken is one of my best friends. Like, we've been through some weird shit together. You might cry tonight, man, because I'm not using lube. Wait, what? Also known as this across the farm, waving to you from the other side. Tears in his eyes, Alfie on the shores. Yeah, Ken, you're right. I won't lie to my viewers. I'll use lube. I will say Alfie was the first, and I think possibly only, international viewer we have. Alfie's been here, oh man, I mean, he disappeared for a little bit. He had his education to worry about, and for the love of God, boy, don't stop with it. You know how I feel about that. I would much rather you spend your time making sure that you got everything you need in life than worrying about a bunch of weirdos over here. But now, baby, Alfie's back with us, and it makes me, and I know OTM was happy about it. You know, OTM, also a personal close friend of mine. Again, a bestie for sure. Yeah, you guys don't realize that, you know, myself, Ken Bouchard, Logan Hawk, Zach the Ripper, OTM. We're all, that's all personal. That's all Chaos. I can't miss out on Chris Chaos, ZA21. Like, we tight. Like, you know, we're personal friends. Bud Marvelous. But in all honesty, man, all you guys in the chat right now, every one of you, Corner especially, you know, Alfie most definitely. Who would be my tag team partner? Oh man, oh man. Man. Oh man. Listen, for real, I would have to say, yeah, though, Bud Marvelous, maybe Zach the Ripper. But I feel like, I mean, here's the thing. Bud Marvelous, Bud Marvelous would be the one that we would get the most longevity out of it for real. I mean, as a tag team, that would be a tag team had I not decided to make Bud turn on Prestige. If those two hadn't decided that that was the best way to split that, Bud and Prestige would be probably the longest. I mean, and for real, they would be the ones to be able to be a tag team for an extended amount of time for real. They're the combination of the real life Zack the Ripper and Prestige. Make a strange combination that they would be a good tag team, but unfortunately that's going to be like putting R-Truth with R-Truth and giving them both a mic. Like that's too much. Yeah, you can't trust Coleman. But again, man, Prestige and IKB would be a good match too. They would be a good match for a tag team. Coleman and Prestige, though, let's face it, if Coleman and Prestige is a tag team, if you know, you know. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you've been here long enough, you know what you know. You've been here long enough, you know what you know. And I can't believe Lilith able to pull a shoulder up, and I totally haven't called a single moment of this match except for all the beatdowns on the way down. Who did we lose in this matchup? My goodness, I missed an elimination. Who was it, Amaya? No, she's out at ringside knocked out. Metal Melissa? No. Casey? No. Piper? Oh, we lost Piper Ramirez. Oh, I missed that completely. That's because I thought my wife was out there packing plates, but she's getting something. She's out the monkey. And we got another elimination, Metal Melissa, leaving us to a triple threat. And Lilith's still in there from the get-go. Still in there from the get-go. And Casey staggering Amaya back against the ropes. Lilith's still barely hanging on here. Lifts the knee. The Irish whip. Casey to the outside of the arena. Or outside of the ring to ringside. Lilith with a boot to the face and a cover. And we're down to it.
The next fall will win the match.
You heard the man. Wayne Kerr. Next fall wins the match. Singapore Cane. Right upside the forehead. And Casey Gwen could be looking at a victory here tonight. And a series of chops and kicks. What the hell's her name? Puts Lilith down to the mat, back inside the ring, cover by Casey Gwen. And again, another kick out. Alfie wants to talk about Jack Reason. For what reason? And Lilith looking to make some separation here. Casey Gwen goes for the clothesline, pulls the ropes down, and Gwen to the outside. And Lilith welcomes her back in with that kendo stick. Busting it up. Superman punch and a cover. And another 2 count. Casey Gwen keeping it alive here. But barely back to her, and Lilith knees to the back. And damn, springboard moonsault, doesn't go for the cover, and I believe that might have been a mistake as Casey reverses it from behind. Modified neck breaker, and Casey Gwen could be one more time staring down the barrel of a victory. Up to the top rope, makes the leap, falling fist drop, another cover. Joe Brony there for the count, and Casey Gwen is your winner. A hell of a match, 5-way elimination gauntlet. Casey Gwen picking up the victory. Yeah, what you need? We're just going to change the name? What do you want to do to it? What you need to do with it, my man? Oh, yeah. Riding that train high on. Remember the upside down neck breaker? It's called, I think, when you have some time, upside down neck breaker, the Mega Driver. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Let me jot that down while I'm thinking about it, so that I know what the hell I'm doing. Because sometimes, the Ace of Knaves doesn't always talk to John later on. And I forget shit. You guys tell me shit. And then I gotta go back later and watch my own streams to find out what the hell Ace told you guys.
The following is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 225.
James Coleman, the unpredictable one.
Unpredictable James Coleman.
Actually, Ken, if you're still with us, man, do you have, do we still have access to, any of the food challenges? Just curious. Just wonder which ones would be available for for viewing and nostalgic, probably gut-wrenching nostalgia of the ridiculousness. This man, Royal Rumble winner.
At 203 pounds, Alexander
Special guest referee for Sunday Night Past. Special guest referee. That James Coleman took it upon himself after he deemed the count too slow to lay the referee out with a Coleman cutter. That's true. That's true. Good point. Good call out. OTM with the remembrance of the first and only back-to-back Royal Rumble winner in Alexander K. Coleman with a springboard crossbody, and our boy Alexander having his issues. He's the one that called this match. He's the one that wanted the redemption for Coleman. He's the one that called for the Falls Count Anywhere. And now that he's got Coleman outside the ring, he might have been trying to get Coleman to send him out there. Take a couple bumps, take a couple hits, sucker him outside, and smack him with a baseball bat. I mean, not that he's doing that, but... Coleman looking for an early submission. He's 7 years, exactly back to back. He's gotta make it through the rest of the week, man. Ask Johnny Cruz. We're working. Hey, Johnny Cruz, man. I hope, like I said, I'm a firm believer that every wrestler will fall and rise. And those that struggle in the early days usually end up being around as some of the toughest later on. Chris Chaos has been about 3 seasons before he got a good groove going. I mean, he didn't show it against KX tonight, but yeah, the Ripper. The Ripper had a hell of a season for season 3. Zach the Ripper couldn't get a win anywhere in season 3 until the final months. Coleman gets a 2 count on the outside. Alexander keeping it going here. And Coleman one more time back for that crossface. And he's really got it locked down. But again, no submission. Earl fell off when we were releasing him. And that was the thing, man. He snapped out of it. Not only was he having a hell of a time for the final months, but then he walked out of season 3 as the world champion. He walked out of WrestleMania as the world champion. And it became a dominant force throughout the beginning stages of season 4 here. It has been the champion for most of season 4. So the Ripper, he came up a little short tonight with Malice. But even after losing the world title, he became #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. The No Reason Gym. We don't need a gym. We're going. We don't need a gym. There's always a gym. Always a Jimmy. James Coleman laid out as Alexander K tries to get this crowd going. knee to the face. A couple boys today, a couple guys taking the night off. Now that I'm looking through this, man, no Grizz, no Hinkledimers, no Bud Marvelous. To be fair, though, man, this is a big roster. This is a big roster. And there's over 40 wrestlers on this roster. Or there might be exactly 40 wrestlers on this roster at this point. We may be getting to that point where, in the past, Coleman gets a victory, moving right past Alexander K.
Here is your winner, the unpredictable James Coleman.
Making a statement. As Alexander K, win, lose, or draw, is still in the main event for WrestleMania, regardless of a loss going forward and a loss tonight. That Royal Rumble win guarantees that spot for that man. Coleman, on the other hand, was just out here to prove a point that, yeah, I dropped your ass during the match, and I'll drop your ass again. Zoe Yuri to take on Wildcat one-on-one. These two no strangers to each other either, as they have battled it out a couple of times over the last 2 seasons, I believe. And of course, Zoe Yuri coming to us from ZA21 streams. Sorry about that. ZA21 streams. And Wildcat, of course, coming to us from... I read them earlier. You can check it on the VOD. You can check it on the VOD after the show. Or, better yet, you can go over to YouTube directly after the show and pick up all of the episodes of AoK. You don't want to miss out on those because you can go back as far as the Royal Rumble win. One of the most dramatic AoK wins in Royal Rumble history, involving Zack the Ripper and former superstar Angus Gordon. Couldn't think of the guy's name. It's been so long since he's been around. Yuri and the Wildcat.
From Kyoto, Japan.
I'll take it. You drop me 4.7 million, I'll take it. You can have the channel. You can have the channel. Though I will tell you, the best thing that ever come from that channel so far was bringing Jay Rose over to us. You know, to be able to, I will say it was one of the few times that I was really glad that that I was doing some sort of multi-platforming something or another. Usually I bitch and moan and complain. But to be able to pick up a Twitch follower and now legit, and now legit, you know, a good friend of mine now, you know, it's always cool to have them internet friends. And we got some tight ones around here. Quickly at that. But yeah, that was kind of cool that it was, that worked out for me the way it did, and for the rest of us. What night are we on here, man? We on Wednesday night. We are on Wednesday night, AoK Championship Wrestling. Everybody in the chat, welcome aboard. If you're just joining us, where you been, man? But we're glad you're here. We are glad you're here. Grab a seat, grab a beverage, grab your foam finger of your favorite AoK wrestler. And find out what AoK Championship Wrestling is all about. It's some of the greatest pixelated violence to ever grace your Acer computer screen. That's right. Because I'm a smart ass. Because I'm a smart ass. That's right. So if this is Wednesday night AoK, that means tomorrow night on Twitch, I Am Pootie227 brings you WCW Thursday Night Thunder. And man, don't miss that. There is some great action going on over there, where you will see some of your favorites from AoK join the roster of the reimagined WCW. And you want to talk about the crossover, you're going to find them. There's RWP, Prestige, Bud Marvelous, Logan Hawk, and I'm not sure of all the rest from AoK join WCW roster. Over on I Am Pootie227 tomorrow night on Thursday Night Thunder. And you heard it earlier tonight, Saturday night. Dig this, SummerSlam from Madison Square Garden on Corner Studies Wrestling. I believe my man told me 9 p.m. for a kickoff. Bell time 9 p.m. for SummerSlam Saturday night, Madison Square Garden, Corner Studies Wrestling, CSW brings it to you. You got your weekend covered, man. Enjoy your Friday night. Get your Thursday night in. Enjoy your Friday night to yourself, and then meet us back on Twitch when the Marvelous Wrestling Alliance, AoK, I Am Pootie227, and CSW, Corner Studies Wrestling, takes care of all your wrestling needs for the majority of your miserable week. We can be your highlight, man. We can be your highlight of the week. Pick a day and we are here, except for Fridays, man. Even the greats need some time off. We can't bring you all the best action without taking a day to work on it all. That's right, every one of us. The reason we don't stream on Friday is because we build every single show for the week on Friday. We're bringing you guys 2 shows a week from 3 different streamers to help keep your addiction to pro wrestling right on the edge of an overdose. Curb stomp by Zoe Yuri, and the Wildcat pulls that out. And that's the thing, man. Try. What'd you call me? You heard me. you heard me. It ain't nothing you ain't never heard at the kitchen table. Play that with me, man. Actually, what did I call you? What did I miss? I probably did call you something. It's hard to tell. I don't know. I do shine my pants. You said douche. No, I didn't. You said douche, shine your pants. Zoe Yuri picking up a victory over the Wildcat. And what's this? Luna from Project Clown. Face to face with the Crimson Ninja. And we're rolling right into it. I'm not sure what Luna has against Yuri. But then again, I'm not sure anything about Luna. World Tag Team Champions up next. Tables, ladders, and chairs match. The World Tag Team titles on the line. The Blackwells, Josh and Nick, to take on Crom and Rex of the new Faces of Fear, the World Tag Team Champions. Here we go.
The following contest is a tag team tables, ladders, and chairs match, and is for the World Tag Team Championship, and at a combined weight of 470 pounds.
Josh and Nick Blackwell, former tag team champions. Each of these men, former Intercontinental Champion, Hardcore Champion. Together separate tag team or singles divisions. The Blackwells have what it takes to carry those straps. And their opponents and the World Tag Team Champions. The new Faces of Fear, Crom and Rex.
And at a combined weight of 505 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, the Faces of Fear.
Blue collar. They consider themselves blue collar, where the Hinkle-Dimers would be considered redneck. I've lost in Manhattan. I think he got on the wrong subway. I haven't seen him. We haven't seen Vass. Oh man, we haven't seen. It's a TLC match. They should be hanging above the ring. Belts should be hanging above the ring. They should lower them in a moment. I hope they did. No, I'm not. Here's the thing. You're not a hot second when they came out. I just didn't voice it out loud. For a hot second, I was like, where the hell is them belts at? And I was like, oh yeah, TLC match. That's right. There they be. There's them World Tag Team titles. Wait, they got them on their shoulders and they're hanging above. Did you see that? What the hell is going on with this game? So listen, once we get this re-uploaded, I want everybody to watch the entirety of it and then pay attention to that point with the widescreen shot. The Faces of Fear not only had them over their shoulder, but they also were hanging above the ring, and we got a ladder involved already as these two teams wasted no time beating the hell out of each other. Worship. I mean, I was down with it either one. You know, I just thought it was a typo on the word worshipers. You know, it's Vass, I don't know. A Manhattan Viking. Criff Dog's 7th Street Burger in Manhattan. I will probably not remember that if I ever make it to Manhattan. But if I did, because I'm a foodie, bro. Like, I'm a foodie. Just in case. I'm a right-on foodie, man. Like, my beloved trip to the Ren Fair is legitimately so I can walk around drinking in public and eating food. That's that's all that is. I can walk around and there's lots of places to hand me like food that I can continue to walk around with. We got some bangers of these. It was like a hot pocket or like a mountain pie. But it was. Did that man just throw a chair across the ring? Yeah, we got this. It was like a pulled pork barbecue hot pocket. Man, I was thinking, all right, this is probably not going to be that great. Like, it's Ren Fair food. It's probably not going to be delicious, but it's going to be good. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. I thought it was going to be dry. The bread itself, banger, super soft, just enough crust on the outside. Then you get in, and I was thinking that this is going to be like my mom's roast beef and be dry as all get out. But, nah. Not too soggy. Not screwing with the inside of the bread. And then on top of that, man, the flavor itself, popping. If I was going to eat them, if I was going to get a meal, if I was going to make it like a meal, I'd have had to get like 2, possibly 3 of them. One to just kick it around with. Yeah, right on point. Place is called the Divine Schwein. It was all banger, bro. It was all bangers. Up and down. Belts on the line, and Nick Blackwell taking that shot from the table by Rex, who eats a right hand by Josh. A little double team action going on the ring here with Rex. Torturac GTS, down he goes. Taking the table with him. And we might be looking at new tag champs as Josh makes that climb. It was that Crom trying to get to the ladder. Rex from behind. Josh unfazed. And Nick there to make to keep anybody away from that ladder. We got brand new tag team champions. The Blackwells. Josh and Nick recapturing the World Tag Team titles. And another reign begins for the Blackwell boys. Now y'all can call me the youngest hardcore champion as well as the cruiserweight champion in the stream as well. I won them both at 15. was that Vass and Kenny Curdy? That's it for the wrestling action of tonight. Let's take a look at all them numbers. We gotta check that news. Nobody died. There's a lot going on first week of March. What is this? Ambush by KX. Taking him out. Attacking Chris Chaos before the matchup. And then coming around to those. Kenny Dale taking out his aggression on Maston Harmon. Attacking him after the match. Solidifying another beatdown. Johnny Cruz, the missile, diving into the ring. And he and Big Dog battling out, throwing punches, but unfortunately coming up short tonight against the Big Dog. Luna appearing in the ring at the end of the matchup between Zoe Yuri and Wildcat. We're not real sure what the catalyst was behind that, but I'm sure we'll get more in the coming weeks. Nick and Josh, we just seen it. The Blackwells, the new World Tag Team Champions. That being said, let's move along. Now, we do it every week. I do this every week. We got to go to the next show and then look at the power rankings. Because that's where things get interesting. March, week 2, we're very close to it. Prestige don't even work here. Get this fool. And he ain't fighting nobody. Get this. What the hell? Let me double check the news. We got news of him coming back? No. Fuck off. This bullshit. Where you at in the power rankings? El Monstro del Lago. Top of the charts. This man had one match. And he lost. What the hell is going on with this thing? Jack Reason sitting number 2 at the power rankings. Kenny Dale sitting at number 3 at the power rankings. With KX at 4. Zach the Ripper riding at number 5. Ken Bouchard, the World Heavyweight Champion. Number 6 in the power rankings. Number 7, Malibu Sunrise, Malice at number 8. I think my rankings are way broken. I think they are way broken. Josh Blackwell, number 9. Casey Gwen at number 10. Torrance Benjamin at 11. Vulgar at 12. The Hardcore Champion. Crom at 13. Chris Chaos at 14. Amadeus at 15. Nick Blackwell at 16. Buddy Marvelous nowhere to be seen at number 17. And RWP at number 20. And there's zero reason for that man to be sitting at 21. So other than this jackass being written in, what else you got for us? Kenny Dale and Zach the Ripper. We'll talk about that. Omer and Cletus. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking rednecks and hillbillies. See, this is where the hillbillies on the left and the rednecks on the right. See, there's a difference. There's a difference. Another 5-way gauntlet match. I don't know if these girls can do another 5-way gauntlet match. Coleman and Jack Reason, I think we'll call this one. I think we might let this one go. We'll see. We'll talk about it, but that might be a real match that comes along. Zoe Yuri, Paige Ramirez. We'll talk about that. KX and Podwaho. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Malice and Ken Bouchard. I said it earlier. Ken Bouchard might have to be on the lookout for this big man. And his tear through the AoK roster has put him face to face with the world champ. Interesting turn in events. The Big Dog and Amadeus. French Canadian. Now, what is it? French, yeah. Is it, what is it, Ken? Franco-Italian. Franco-Italiano. I think IKB left us. He ain't. You still with us, Ken? Don't you leave me, you bastard. Don't you leave me. Go on, leave me, you skank. Anyway, that's about all the time I got tonight. That's a good possibility, man. I know my boy been a little... He might have gone digging for videos. We were talking about foodstuffs a while ago. He might be working. He might have gone and done one of those, like, I'm going to go look for that right now. But also, he might have been like, bump you guys. I'm going to bed. Because that's where the ace is heading. To bed with Ken. Wait, what? We're going to get this all set up here. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow night with I Am Pootie 227 for Thursday Night Thunder. And if I don't talk to you on Thursday night, I will see you Saturday night at Madison Square Garden for CSW SummerSlam. And that's how I swing. All the way forward and all the way. Swing so far, smack myself in the ass with it. I'll talk to you guys later on in this week. You guys be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another as you have. And remember, the Ace of Knaves loves you, baby. We'll see you next time. Peace.